So this is the segmental cat and cow. This should be a familiar position or movement pattern, but we're gonna take a little twist and try to create a little motion that's a bit more respective of the fact that our spine is not one single piece of hardware, but rather 33 individual segments that each potentially have the ability to flex and extend and move into other ranges of motion. So we're seeing if we can imagine the motion between cat and cow as a movement that I always think of like dominoes, kind of moving up the path of the dominoes or down, or a wave crashing along the spine. So this motion, I like to start with just coming into cat and cow, and then choosing one to start from. For the initial time that you do this, try doing this starting from a cow back, so this spinal extension. Lock your gaze on something ahead of you, keeping the gaze fixed as high on that point in the wall as possible. And then try to move from your tail to your head, imagining the motion moving one segment at a time. So you're going to try to tuck your tail and slowly move through the back of your pelvis into the low back, into that lower rib cage, into the mid rib cage, into the upper back, the neck, and finishing with your chin pulling into a nice global flexion. Then I'm going to unwind, maintaining flexion in the upper part of the spine. I'm going to untuck, seeing if I can control that motion, imagining it moving progressively and gradually up the spine to the head. I'm going to repeat in reverse. I'm going to tuck my chin, curl from the top down, maintain that extension through that lower half as I gradually move down to the tail. And then finishing off, head's going to move away, neck moves into extension, gradually moving down the spine. Slow it down. Do your best to speak to all of those individual joints, especially the ones that feel like they're not listening. And tip, try filming with your phone so that you can get a better sense of where in your back you're maybe not seeing as much motion, where you maybe are moving ahead of yourself, so that wave is kind of skipping ahead. And this can be used as a beautiful body awareness exercise, as well as a way of just nourishing those joints of the spine with a little extra focused motion. If you are finding there's areas in your spine that aren't moving so well and you want to target those, check out the hinge point training video in the mobility section, because that's a great way to target a specific area if it's feeling quite stiff and sticky. Okay, so that's segmental cat-cow. Think wave-like, serpentine. Get those individual joints moving. Make it slower. Concentrate, focus. Try not to multitask. And just give her. Do it.